Welcome back to Silent Hill 2. Last time we arrived at the Lakeview Hotel to finally meet up with Mary in room 312. We take a look at our map here. We just got the key to that room from this music box, and if we look up here, the only thing that's left now is to head up to the third floor, 312, where it said she'll be waiting for us. Alright, James. You ready to go up? Let's take a look. We got this, the hotel stairway key. That is what we ended up getting in order to progress. Key to the door from the stairwell to the third floor hall. It was hidden inside the big music box in the lobby. Alright, James. Let's head on up. Yeah, right over here. The moment James has been waiting for his entire life. To finally meet up with Mary. Could she be right on the other side of this door? Right here? Well, that's going to have to wait. We're going to have to check the other doors first. Fire hose extinguisher. Okay. Mary can wait a little bit. Mary can wait just a little bit. Okay, we got some photos here. The painting hanging on the wall. It looks like a landscape of this area. James is going to take his sweet old time. His sweet old time to finally go see his wife, who may or may not be in there. Okay, well, we've explored everywhere. All that's left now is to enter the room. Okay, James. What awaits us? Oh, check this door first. Well, this does look like quite a nice room, I must say, but no one's here. This is a vacant room. This is an empty room. We can see out into the town from here, but it's all white. It's all foggy out there, it looks like. There's nothing interesting written on the memo book. Well, we do have the tape that we collected last time, the videotape. Videotape I forgot at the hotel 3 years ago. Let's examine this. Silent Hill is written on the label in the handwriting. So this is the tape. If you remember, Mary said, well, it was Maria. She said, you forgot that tape that we made in the hotel. But it was Maria who said that, not Mary. And now we ended up finding this tape. This is definitely the videotape I recorded back then. There's a television here. Even when it's plugged in, all I get is snow. Well, maybe, just maybe. What's this thing laying on the side here? There's a VCR here. It looks like I'll be able to use it. Why don't we now see what this tape is all about?
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here. Laura, I'm sorry.
James, where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come? James,
That voice!
James, please hurry. Are you lost? I'm near. I'm waiting nearby, James. Please. I want to see you, James. Can't you hear me? James. Please, James. James. James.
So James has finally come to the realization that his wife is dead. And that it was by his own hands that he killed his wife. Although he still hears her calling out to him. So if we kind of looked at the tape, we saw Mary, you know, in this room. Is what it seemed like, and she was coughing. She wasn't doing too well. Then you saw a bed, and then you saw James kind of over or top of her, and then you saw him kind of reach behind the bed or something, and then things got all kind of warbled from there. So James killed his wife, and now I guess just with all the guilt that he has, maybe just the lack of ability to understand that or to accept the fact that he's done that. He's just been in denial all this time. We went outside, but things seem a bit different here now. And the music is very ominous. Our flashlight is on, but it does seem very, very dark here. Let's check some of these doors first. There are some purple lines on the map. I don't think we need to save quite yet. Let's not bother with that. There are some weird purple lines on the map, but I don't know if we can really do anything with those. Those, I think, are basically lines that maybe were there during the first part of the... when we first went here, but because now things are a bit different. What is James' mission now that he came here and realized that his wife is no longer here? She was never waiting for him. Okay, before we go downstairs, let's see, this is where I want to go? Yes, I want to go down here. See what's going on down this hallway. Music is very ominous.
Mary's going to die? You must be
joking. I'm very sorry. But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die? Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
Can't hear anything anymore. So obviously James is frustrated that the doctor couldn't do anything about Mary's condition. Okay, so now we're over in this hallway. There's a few doors we can check here. Looks like 207, 204, 201. Let's see what some of these doors do. We got teleported to 204. Interesting. Now we got teleported over to 219. So we're just going from room to room here. Interesting. Handgun bullets? Okay, thank you. Where we go now? Ah, went down here. Okay, what about this door? This one leads there, okay. Looks like the only door we can go in to access the other side is this one. Okay, where to now? We can check 216. Doesn't look like we can do anything there, though. And then also 212. But this just leads us back over on this side. Okay, nothing for us to really do with there. And as you can see, this place looks like it's very decrepit, and we hear water in the background. Things are very ominous here. That's for sure. Ampule. Like there's another one here waiting. There we go. Let's see if the elevator works. It does. Can't go to the third floor. Can't go to the first floor. Looks like we can head down to the basement, though. Oh, and this place is filled with water. Well, it sounds like there's some enemies nearby. Maybe they're in the water. I don't really want to know. Let's head on in here. Let's see. Anything here we can pick up? He's looking at something. Okay, got some health drinks. Okay. We are fully stocked now on health drinks. Head on through. Okay, shotgun shells. Rifle ammo. So it makes you wonder then, is any of this in James' mind as well? Is he just gone absolutely insane at this point and he has no idea what is going on? Oh, yep. Sir, I really do not have time for you. Looks like I can go up to the stairwell, though. That looks like the only place that is available to us.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela. That's wrong.
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No. I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself. It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Well, there goes Angela up the steps, but we cannot follow her. Heading up into the fire, and she's obviously gonna die, and she wanted to die because she said, even Mama said she deserved what happened to her. And if we look at the walls here, these look like the textures of like the abstract daddies. So we got her daddies up on the wall. And this is no, that's not the knife that she wanted back. She wanted the knife back that she gave us earlier on. The blade is stained with something red. Yeah. Fortunately, yeah, we're not gonna allow her to do that. Knife by Angela. I don't plan on using it as a weapon. No. Well, it looks like that is the end of Angela. Head on to the door. And just like that, we're on the other side. We went through this door and we saw that, and then we come here and then just gonna go up here. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Where are we now? Okay, so now we're on the first floor. Let's see, am I going the... Yeah, let's see what's over here. There we go. Ampule. Well, we have a decent amount of those now. I don't think I've even used one yet. Well, this place is looking really, really bad now. Very odd. We are now outside of the building. Okay. This looks like a very important save point. Definitely want to save here. Okay. Looks like we're gonna head into the lobby now.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
Okay, we got 2 pyramid heads here. Oh gosh. Alright, let's be careful with these pyramid heads. So obviously, James saw Maria die yet again before his eyes. That's like the 3rd time. Obviously, he's filled with so much guilt with killing his own wife. Let's use... How many rifle rounds do I have? 50? Oh yeah, that should be good. Okay, they kind of cornered me here. You know what? Let's do... Get out of here. They do so much damage. It is absolutely insane. Wonder if I should use the knife on them. Let's give this. Let's give their weapon a try on them. How are they going to like that? Their own weapon being used against them. They take a lot of hits. There you go. Keep on going. They have me cornered anyway. I'm not quite hitting both of them. I hit... Mostly focusing on... Oh, there you go. I hit them both that time. Okay, looks like they are dead. What are you guys doing? Okay, looks like they have killed themselves. Okay, then. Pyramid Head won't move anymore. It looks like he's holding something. A rust-colored egg. Scarlet egg. Maybe I should go back and save, just in case. Okay, so we got 2 eggs from them. Let's take a look at those. Rust-colored egg. It's about the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. The scarlet egg also. He was holding it. It's a round indentation in the door. Looks like we can use the egg for that. How strange. There. Okay. And I would imagine the other door also has an egg. Okay, well, we have made it out of the lobby. Looks like the only place left for us to go is out the entrance to the hotel.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go! Are you deaf? Don't come back! James! Wait! Please don't go! Stay with me! Don't leave me alone! I didn't mean what I said! Please, James! Tell me I'll be okay! Tell me I'm not going to die! Help me!
Well, we don't have a map of this area. So we have left the hotel. And are now in a place we have not seen. As Mary is very... she's very conflicted about what she wants here. It's like she wants to die because of the disease. But she doesn't want James around because of how ugly she has become. Like when we saw Maria in that hospital. Remember her... Actually, no, it wasn't the hospital. It was when she died for like the second time. And her face was all kind of messed up there. But then she also doesn't want James to leave. So, looks like we're going up somewhere here. The stairs fall. There's no going back. Well, that does not look like Maria. That looks like our wife, Mary. Take a look. There she is. Huh. Well, it appears as though our letter from Mary is also completely gone. That's interesting. Go ahead and approach Mary.
Mary?
When will you ever stop making that mistake? Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? It's you. But I don't need you anymore.
What? You must be joking. But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted. I'm different than Mary. How can you throw me away?
I understand now. It's time to end this nightmare.
No! I won't let you. You deserve to die too, James.
All right. Mary has gone absolutely insane. Although she's like Maria, but Mary. Not really harming us, which is good. If you stay by the bed, she can't really do much of anything to you. She has that weird tentacle thing. There you go. Okay, let's actually use an ampule now. Let's actually use some of those. Like she takes a decent amount of hits. Well, I think there's only one true way to end this. Oh, right in the crotch, too.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not true. You also said you didn't want to die. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
James, if that were true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary?
James. Please. Please do something for me. Go on with your life.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
Okay, and that is our ending to Silent Hill 2. These credits here are for the Enhanced Edition, which will be played, all the amazing people who worked at allowing this to be played properly on the PC. But let's kind of go over that ending there. So there was a lot of stuff that happened. It was revealed that James killed his wife because she had a sickness. And she basically wanted to die, but he got so angry at her even that because she was taking away his life, that he had to take care of her and was always upset because she was constantly dealing with all these health problems. So it is a very, very, very sad thing. But at the very end there, after he confronted his own guilt and finally realized that, there's nothing else for him to do at this point. Mary said basically, go on with your life. I want you to be able to live freely. To not have that guilt. And not have all that burden of his former wife. And then we saw the graveyard, possibly where maybe she's buried there. Although, I mean, if he killed her, how would he dispose of the body? Or it kind of makes you wonder. I don't know exactly how that would end up happening there, but regardless, unless he killed her at home and then, it was just passed off as, she died of her illness. But we also saw Laura and him in the graveyard there. So, obviously, I think Mary was going to be like a mother to Laura to be able to help raise her because they were in the same hospital together. And then, they just... I know Maria was very concerned about her, which Mary's concern was also very, very high as well. So... obviously, that's maybe what would end up happening here. So, as you can see here, we played it on normal, Ritter level normal. We got the ending leave. And it says ending clear, 1 out of 4. If only there were actually 4 endings in this game. No, there are actually not 4 endings in this game. There are actually 6 endings in this game. Yeah, there are actually 6 endings in this game. There are a lot of endings. And I kind of want to explain a little bit how these endings are done. So let's first take a look at some of the other stats. So I saved 37 times, almost 6 hours exactly. I played. Keeps track of your walking and running distance, how many items, defeated enemies by a shooting. I guess those are the bosses. And then by fighting, I guess because I stomped on them. Boat stage time, it tracks how much minutes you were on the boat, as well as your max speed on the boat. And then my overall ranking. So 5 stars, 5 and 5.1 stars, basically. So this game has a total of 6 endings. We're going to take a look at the 2 other endings in just a moment here, because 3 of the endings are considered normal endings. These are endings you can get on your first time depending on what you do in the game. I got the ending leave. Basically, how this game calculates the endings, it basically determines based on a score of certain factors, of certain things that you do, right before you head past the last door, which is after the conversation in that very long hallway. As soon as you go through that last door, that is when the ending is determined. So ending leave, it's basically what you have to do. It says James must act as if he wants to survive and complete his journey while not showing too much focus or attention on Maria or the memory of Mary. So basically how you do this, you have to recover your health as soon as it drops and in excess of 200 plus HP in total. So obviously you can heal over 100 HP. Maybe you can have like double health, I guess, is like what you start out as. In addition, you have to listen to the entire Sickbed Conversation, which was in that long hallway, which is exactly what we did. And you do not want to go east after meeting Maria in the Rosewater Park and have her remind you the way to the hotel. I'm not sure if I did that or not, because certainly you can do some of these things and it's not necessarily that you won't get that ending. But now there are two other endings, which we'll see in just a moment. But in order to avoid some of the other endings, which I'm not going to say what the name of them are just yet, you want to examine Mary. You do not. Well, actually, wait. Let's see. You want to examine Mary's photo and letter at least twice. Do not spend too much time with Maria. Bump into Maria as often as you can. Allow Maria to take damage both from monsters and James. Go to Nathan Avenue instead of chasing Laura and having Maria remind you. Do not check back on Maria in the hospital room S3. And do not re-enter cell with dead Maria in the labyrinth. So I believe I try to do. I think I've probably done. That is some of the stuff you have to do in order to avoid one of the other endings. And then to avoid another ending, you have to do not keep your stamina in the red zone for too long. Do not examine Angela's knife, which we did a few times. Do not read the suicidal diary on the hospital rooftop. I don't think I did that. I think that was something that I missed that I'm going to have to check out on my next playthrough. And then do not read the new message to James on the wall of Neely's bar after the hospital, which is something that I did indeed do. So, yes, that is basically my stats here. Let's go ahead and save it. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how I'm going to show off these other endings. Basically, what I'm going to do is I downloaded a save file. These save files were from Silent Hill Memories, the website, and they had all the saves for the game, because it's like, I really don't want to play through the game and get all this different criteria in order to actually, play this, show off all the different endings. So, because we saw Leave, why don't we go ahead and see the second ending now? So I should be able now to just copy over the files, and we'll be able to load up, and it should take us right before the boss of Mary, and then we'll be able to see this ending as well. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and load. Okay. Okay, so it loaded us right here, right at the door. Don't have a map of this area. And I believe this particular save is on normal difficulty as well. The next one will be on hard difficulty. So I'm not sure what my items are like. I have some stuff that you would get in a new game, but I'm just going to stick with the rifle. But there will be some things that will be different here, as you will see. Even just the conversation here with Mary, as we climb these steps, there will be some different things. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's different about this ending. And I like, once we climb up here, how the steps fall behind us, basically indicating that there's no turning around. There's no going back. There they go. Okay, so as you can see now, Mary is not by the window anymore. She is on the bed. Let's see what she has to say now.
James, I've been waiting.
Mary. I'm sorry it took so long.
Didn't you want to see me?
Yes, I wanted to see you. Even an illusion of you. That's why I came here.
It's not true, is it? You killed me.
I couldn't watch you suffer.
Don't make excuses, James. I know I was a burden on you. You must have hated me. That's why you got rid of me.
It's true. I may have had some of those feelings. It was a long 3 years. I was tired.
That's why you needed this Maria person? James, do you really think I could ever forgive you for what you did?
Okay, it's time to fight this beast again. Wonder if I have the great knife. We have a decent amount of healing items, so that is okay. We do not have the great knife. Now we do have this. I'm not going to use that because technically I would not have access to that just yet, but let's just use this darn thing. Now, I don't think I actually showed this. If you actually get far away from her, yeah, she sends a bunch of bats after you. It's like, come here, James. Anyway, let's go ahead and take her out. This is not the Mary that we once loved. This is an imposter. Now, fortunately, she is very easy. Just kind of hang around the bed. She can't really do much of anything. The pyramid heads are definitely like the true final boss. That is like the real test here, because they are far harder. I mean, look at her. She's not even putting up a fight at all because she's kind of glitched on the bed. Well, unfortunately, we do not have the great knife this time. Why don't we... You know... Let's just take her out with a nice wooden plank. Easy peasy, right? No? There we go. Right in the crotch yet again.
You killed Mary again?
That wasn't Mary. Mary's gone. That was just something Maria? Maria?
What, James?
I want you. I want you with me.
Are you sure?
Come on. Let's get out of here.
What about Mary?
It's okay. I have you.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
do something about that cough.
Okay, so that is our second ending. I can skip the other credits there. So this is the Maria ending. And basically what happened there is that James was ready to move on from Mary. He no longer really cared about her and was ready to move on, and that the whole idea of Mary was just something that was just made up in his mind. So he wanted to be with Maria at that point, which was very similar to Mary. Looked just like her, basically, acted her according to some of the information, her personality was the opposite of Mary. The way that she dressed was the opposite of Mary. But also, at the very end there, we've seen Maria get sick throughout this game. We've seen her die many a times to, as a psychological tactic, that James kept going through within his own mind of having his own wife die. But also, Maria was coughing at the very end there, which could imply that, well, maybe she is also sick. So, is the same thing going to happen again? Very possibly. So, the Maria ending says James must show a lot of attention and comfort towards Maria, thus developing a bond with her instead of holding on to Mary's memory. So basically what you want to do for this is you want to spend 10 minutes or more near Maria. You want to bump into Maria less than 3 times. Protect Maria from monster attacks. Check back on Maria in the hospital room S3. Try to re-enter cell to see dead Maria in the labyrinth twice. But you do not want to examine Mary's photo and or letter at least twice. Spend 5 minutes or more far from Maria. You can mostly only get it when running outside. Attack Maria, allowing her to take significant damage. Bump into Maria 30 or more times. And then go to Nathan Avenue instead of chasing Laura and having Maria remind you. So those are things that you do not want to do. In order to avoid the leave ending, which is the first ending that we showed, do not recover your health as soon as it drops in excess of 200 HP in total. Go east after meeting Maria in the Rosewater Park and have her remind you of the way to the hotel. And do not listen to the entire sickbed conversation of Mary and James in the hallway before the final boss. And then in order to avoid the other ending, which we have not seen yet, which we're going to see next, you do not keep your stamina in the red zone for too long. You do not examine Angela's knife. Do not read the suicidal diary on the hospital rooftop. Do not read the new message to James on the wall of Neely's bar after the hospital. And do not listen to the entire sickbed conversation of Mary and James in the hallway before the final boss. Okay. So there's one more normal ending to go after now. So we can... I don't need to save it. Stop the save. So then we go ahead and copy on over these files as well. So that particular ending... very just kind of like, ooh, you know, it's like, it almost makes you wonder. It's like, was he cheating on Mary with Maria? Who knows? But that's just interesting. Kind of what it seems like a little bit, but go ahead and load up. Now this is the playthrough that is on hard, and I really hope that I do not have a bad time. I have barely any rifle ammo. I got a ton of shotgun shells. That should be okay. And handgun. And oh, and I do have the giant knife this time. So that may be okay. That may be okay. I don't think I can change. I don't think I can change the difficulty in the middle, but I really hope that the final boss is not too hard here. Anyway, let's head on through the door to get this last ending. We do have the knife, so I will try to use that if I can on Mary, but I guess we will see. Oh, that's right. On hard difficulty, you can run into walls, just as what he did. Did you see him there? That's right. I forgot about that because I remember that being in Silent Hill 3. Yeah, do you see him? He can run right into walls. I totally forgot about that mechanic. Yeah, okay. See those steps. Bye-bye steps. Now, much like the leave ending that we got, she is by the window again. So let's approach her.
Mary?
Wrong again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? Maria, I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not married.
No, James. I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
Alright, let's take on this beast again. The bats are okay. I just need her to not grab me. That is the worst thing. Okay. Careful. You're missing, James. You missed all those shots. I really want to try to hit her with this. This would do so much damage. No, man. Got her. Freaking got her. Okay, so that did a decent amount of damage. I can hit her again. Yes. Got her again. Okay. Got her again. She has a lot of health. Please don't die here, James. Okay. I can attack her like twice, and then you use the knife on her. Yes, that worked. Great knife. Amazing. All right. You know what? You made me mad this time. Right in the crotch yet again. All right, let's see our third and final ending.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Mary?
James.
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much,
and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
Okay, and that is our third ending where James could not live without Mary. So, when she died, he took her in his car and drove it right into the water, and he died, which is why this ending is called In Water, because they both die in together. And yeah, it was on hard. 13 hours for this particular person is how long they took. 523 saves. That is insane. No wonder I had barely any resources at the end. It was so dang hard. But yeah, this ending is just a very sad ending as well because James could not move on. He was. We kind of see the progression here. You know, it's like for this particular ending, he was not able to move on at all. He just kept struggling with the idea that Mary's now dead. So he decided that life isn't worth living if she is not around. So he decided basically to kill himself as well by driving his car right into the water and just dying. Whereas in the Maria ending, it was like, okay, he's very eager to move on. He's ready to move on before Mary's even dead, basically. And then Leave, I think, is the best ending where, you know, she basically tells him to move on from this tragic incident of his wife dying and find someone new. So I'm glad that I got that one. But for this particular ending, it says James must act in a suicidal or reckless manner while also keeping a strong attachment to Mary. So these are the things you want to do in order to get this ending. Keep your stamina in the red zone below 50% as long as you can. Examine Angela's knife. Read the suicidal diary on the hospital rooftop. Read the new message to James on the wall of Neely's bar after the hospital. Listen to the entire sickbed conversation of Mary and James in the hallway before the final boss. To avoid the Leave ending, do not recover your health as soon as it drops and in excess of 200% HP in total. Go east after meeting Maria in the Rosewater Park and have her remind you in the way to the hotel. And then to avoid the Maria ending, you want to examine Mary's photo and or letter at least twice. Do not spend too much time with Maria. Bump into Maria as often as you can. Allow Maria to take damage both from monsters and James. Go to Nathan Avenue instead of chasing Lara and have Maria remind you. Do not check back on Maria in hospital room S3 and do not re-enter cell with dead Maria in the labyrinth. So very specific criteria that you would need to do. But I'm glad that I could show off all these different endings because all of those endings are the endings you could get on your first playthrough, depending on what you do and what your play style is. The other 3 endings to this game you can only get after replaying the games, which is what we're going to do next time. We're going to replay the game now. I have a fully maxed out save file that, well, it's not maxed out, it just unlocks everything for us. So we're going to be able to do that. There are a few weapons that we will be able to use. That I think it's just 2 weapons that we'll be able to use, starting a new playthrough. And we're going to work for those other 3 endings, which they are certainly much more obscure. One of them I would say is more in the realm of, I guess, along the lines of kind of what we saw. But then the other 2 are certainly a little bit harder to get. So I think that they're all pretty difficult to get if you don't really know what to do, which is why you can't get them your very first time because you can't even access the necessary requirements to get the other 3 endings. But that will be next time as we're going to start again. It'll be a little faster this time. We don't need to analyze everything. We don't need to watch all the cutscenes or anything. We're just going to go as fast as we can to get the specific items that we need in order to get those other endings. So I will see you then on Silent Hill 2.